Looks good. All right. So let's recap what has happened here since since we started. For those of you who haven't kept track of the videos on the YouTube, we are playing as Sweden. We're using the community balance patch mod sort of thing that changes things up a wee bit. After the last game where I was way too passive, I decided that this game we would be pretty aggressive, which is why this city here, Arsenalholm, formerly known as Amsterdam, belongs to us. In fact, we ended up wiping out the Netherlands completely because of reasons. Now we have a good number of cities established, which is great. To our east, we do have the Shoshone, who are often pretty aggro. They're actually currently leading on top of the score as well, although a big part of that is because they have 6 wonders, which just makes their cities that much more tempting to me. I suspect it's only a matter of time before we come to blows, because the AI doesn't have anyone else to attack other than me over here, so most likely that's going to be a concern. Meanwhile, to our west, we've got Poland over here. And I mean, we've had some words with Poland. I think there was a war declaration at some point. But we've got this buffer of space between us with all these city-states. And so even if they were to declare war on us, we'd have time to sort of respond, probably. It doesn't seem quite so critical. So I think we take a moment to breathe a little bit and build up a wee bit more stuff over here and tech up. In particular, we have 2 puppets, and we have 1 occupied city over here, Arsenalholm. We have recently annexed. We have depuppeted them. They're 4 turns away from building a courthouse. Happiness is negative 12 here, which isn't great, but isn't as critical as in vanilla Civ 5. This is not going to spawn barbarians, which is good. But we would like to get the happiness situation fixed up a little bit. We're 2 turns away from the Oracle. Boom! A great wonder, even in this version of the mod. That's going to be fan-frickin-tastic. Sarek, thank you very much for the sub. I know I missed a few others here in the intro as well. Secret Brussels, I love it. Garden of Sinners with the resub. Hey, I'm happy your own bot was able to congratulate you, and thank you for that. Thank you so much, Garden of Sinners. Always nice to have you around, too. I think that's that. Let's do a little pass over our cities here. Oh, we actually have another courthouse being built here in Kravakholm. So yeah, that's another big source of unhappiness. These 2 occupied cities is one of the things, and otherwise we're trying to improve things. We got the School of Philosophy being built in Wheelerholm. This is the thing that gives us more science. Basically like the National College in the base version, but different. It's not a science multiplier, so I didn't mind quite so much not building it in my capital. Belliniholm is our capital. However, our religion was founded in Wheelerholm, and that is where we're going to build that. But we are building the Oracle over here. So overall, things are pretty swell. I think we're going to shuffle our units around. I'm definitely going to try to keep some units over here on the Shoshone front. It is worth noting that when we finish the Oracle in 2 turns, we'll be able to get a new social policy, and that means we could take Imperium, which gives us a free settler, and in fact, I think that's exactly what we're going to do, and I think we're going to settle up here. So I'm going to want to have some units in this general area. Also, there may still be a barbarian encampment over there, so we'll see what we do. In any case, we do have some units to move about, so we should probably do that a wee bit. Let's go ahead and bring an archer over here so that he can shoot this camp. That's going to be fine. You need to rest where you are. I guess you'll keep doing that. We do get a little less unhappiness if we do have some units in our cities, because it provides extra city combat strength, which acts as a crime reduction thing, which is one of the things that can generate unhappiness in these cities using this mod. The Swordsman. I could move you all the way up here. I think it's probably fine if I just park you in Wheelerholm. And it would be nice to have more units on the eastern front, but we'll try to make do with what we've got here. Maybe pop out another couple. It's hard to tell. I don't know. We've got a bunch of units that are already moving and doing that. One of the things we want to do is we want to upgrade the last of our archers to composite bowmen. We should have the money for that. I think it's going to cost us about 90. We have 2 great generals. One sitting here in Kravakholm. I think what I'm going to do is actually, because I'm going to establish a position on these 2 hills. I'm going to get 2 melee guys on these hills and an archer on this one. I think it's going to be fine if we get a great general that's near the front. And maybe if there's a war declaration, the first thing you might do is put down a citadel, which I think will be quite nice. And then we'll still have our other one around for actual combat buffs. So that will be good. Starts me all town names end in home. No, I just decided on a theme. Since our capital can no longer be Stockholm, I decided to keep a little bit of that around. All right, so you are going to go there, fortify up. You just stay there. It doesn't mean that general is exposed, but he's probably going to be okay. So yeah, this is an archer with 3 promotions, double accuracy and cover 1. It's definitely worth paying the $90 to get him upgraded to a composite bowman. This guy here also has the upgrades. However, we need to wait another turn before he's got the money. So I'm actually just going to tell him to move over here. Actually, yeah, and then we'll upgrade him relatively soon. I don't know if you're on the move, but I want you to go there. And I think you're the one who's going over there, which is fine. And then we've got a swordman over here. Actually, you're pretty much full. You don't need to heal anymore. Come down here and clear that up. Okay, 1 turn away from the Oracle. If we lose it, I'm going to be a little bit salty. I mean, it'd be just about as salty as the city that's going to go and settle over here in Salt Town. Boom! Oracle! Pew, 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 pew. Okay, so Oracle in this version still gets a free social policy, which is amazing. Because it's not just a free social policy, it also doesn't increase the cost of the next social policies, which in the end saves us a ridiculous amount of culture by the end of the game. Because, like, that last social policy comes in, you know, 3,000 culture earlier or something like that. And it reduces the unhappiness from illiteracy in all cities. Basically, reduces how much science each city needs to not get unhappiness there. So I think it may have changed our unhappiness by 1, or it may have been something else that did it. But that'll be really nice going forward. So we are going to put up a policy, and I'm going to get Imperium. Free settler appears near the capital. We receive 50 Golden Age progress points and culture whenever you found or conquer a city, which scales with era. Conquest bonus also scales based on city population. So taking big cities late in the game will give us a bunch of Golden Age points and culture. I like it, but more importantly, it gives us a settler right now. We've got a good spot for it. We actually have an army this time, so I'm feeling a little bit more secure about things. Not much more, but a little bit more. I guess you can keep moving in this general direction, too. I don't know. You're not really going to be in position to shoot. Maybe, do I just want to park you in a city? Yeah, because you're going here. And you're going to come down here, and one of you is going to be on this hill. So tell you what, you actually just park yourself in Kravik home over there. That'll be good. Fortify up. Our free settler. So my plan, I think, is going to be to settle right here, because that puts the iron in range and lets us build a mine on this hill. Gets a little bit more tundra, but it does get every single other resource, which is good. We could settle on the hill, which has defensive bonuses as well as a bit of an innate production thing, but I think we're going to be better off going over here. Food's not going to be fantastic here. But with a couple of deer, it actually won't be too bad, and then we can farm some more stuff up. We could even farm on the hill if we wanted, which is my favorite to do in Vanilla Civ. But I think with this mod, with the ability that the Forge gives us a lot more production, I think we'll just stop at a bus. Daedalus and the level 39 Nerd, thank you very much for the resubs. And Hardcore Ginger, I missed you earlier. Just looking back in there. And Nerolosa, oh my god, just 1 month short of 2 years. Nero, thank you so much. Wow. Historic moment, because we completed World Wonder. We get 5 tourism. It's not much, but it's something. And this Swordman, I think we're going to keep parked here just to help bring down the unhappiness. We do have roads, so reinforcing the front won't take that long, which is good. That's the composite bowman we just upgraded. Yeah, I think I got to send you there, because I think I went and grabbed someone else to do it. You are nice and healed. Yeah, come over in this general direction, as well as the Swordman. Come that way. Wonder how many times I can say that before people just rage scream. Sword! S-words! You, Great General, stay parked over there. That's going to be fine. So what do you got over here? You've got a composite bowman covering a caravan. Got a worker over here. We've got wonders in Timoak. We've got 3. The Petra, the Hanging Gardens, and the... That's probably the Temple of Artemis. If you mouse over here, it tells you in the pop-ups all the wonders that civilization owns, but it doesn't tell you with the what's in this city specifically. But that's got to be the Temple of Artemis. So Timoak would be an excellent target for us. I don't think we can ignore Agadika though, and in fact, that if we do fight, we'd probably go for this first, especially with this mountain here in the way. Actually, that's not a mountain; that's the ground mesa. Holy cow! Holy cow! And actually, in this mod. So in base Civ 5, all these natural wonders count as mountains, so you can't walk through them. But in this mod, they count as hills, so we can actually walk on top of it and shoot over it, assuming we've got some elevation. Very interesting. We are going to need some siege weapons if we're ever going to attack over here, I think. Because I think by the time we get there... I mean, they don't have that much combat strength, but the cities do have more health. And, of course, they might get more combat strength by the time there is a war. And we, as Sweden, because of the Lion of the North ability in this mod, our siege units get +1 movement, which is phenomenal. What are we researching right now? I think we're researching education. Drama and poetry. And then education after that, which brings us to the medieval era, which is fine. I suspect after we do this, we'll probably want to go up to physics, grab trebuchets, and once we've got our trebs, it'll be time for war, I think. I think this is set a little bit high. Nope. Hair's still a little bit damp. Not time to put on the Viking hat yet. Yeah, you fortify over there. That's going to be okay. This archer, it is now time for us to upgrade. Excellent. Speaking of upgrades, I can hear Steam deciding it's time for some updates in the background. Go away, you. Forge. That's good. Wheeler Home, School of Philosophy. 1 turn away to the courthouse here in Arsenal Home. That's going to drop our unhappiness dramatically. It's going to be it. Casimir has made peace with Pachacuti. So the Inca and Poland are now at peace. Okay, you are going to be there. Excellent. You fortify there. Composite Bowman, you're going to stay there. See, we're only at -6 unhappiness now, which is really not that bad in here. It doesn't crush our growth like the base version does, right? In the base version, if you're anywhere negative, you get, what, negative 75% growth or something like that? Here, it's just 6% penalty to, well, basically all the things. Still not great, and it does lower your combat efficiency by 6%, which is really not good. But you can see it's not cripplingly bad. Anyway, Arsenal Home has finished building that, which is good. You're going to finish the market, which is excellent. After that, we will get you to build a forge. You've got iron over here, and you will have some hills once your borders expand a wee bit. So I think that's going to be fine. And clearly, your production kind of sucks right now. If it's going to take you 35 turns to build a forge, you need a forge to get there. In fact, I'm tempted to chop down some of these trees just to accelerate the forge thing. We do have our workers automated on the basis that they probably couldn't F anything up, and I was being sort of impatient. Actually might be a good idea to de-automate them right now. And that's fine. Maybe when we settle over here, we are going to want to de-automate them. Where's my settler? It's over here. And just force them to go over here and improve the city real quick. Although they'll probably do that pretty fast. They tend to build the roads right away and go there pretty quick. But yeah, we'll probably direct one. In fact, it might be a good idea. So there's my settler. It's fine. When the settler gets close, we'll steal one of these workers. And we'll go and improve maybe the salt right away. Salt tile is very good. Next turn. Morny Alenti. Thank you very much for subscribing for 9 months in a row. And MetaJoke subscribed for 2 months in a row. I get it. I get it. We've got drama and poultry. Poultry, of course, is a great way to feed your population. National Monument, we're probably going to want to build that relatively early in our capital or somewhere. I'm usually pretty bad about building them on time. I get so many things to build. You just stay parked. We're good there. We've got trade. We're at 2 of 2 trade. It'd be nice to get some more trade routes. That's all right. So the settler, I mean, you're still moving, but just to get a sense of things. Yeah, it's probably fine if we take one of these Swedish workers and get you to move to this salt. And actually, why don't we take the other one and move you to this salt? It will slow down the road there, but I think it'll be a good way to kickstart this city. Yeah, I'm going to be happy with that. Meanwhile... No, there's no barbarians in there! Well, there we go. I mean, we could farm them, but it's fine. I'll pop it, we'll get a little bit of extra gold, we'll get some culture from it. We're actually only 7 turns away from our next social policy, like our natural one, which is good, because we're going to finish... Not honor. Authority? What do they rename it? You want to buy my olives. Actually, I should make a pass through here and see if anyone's interested in things. 3 gold per turn. That was the existing deal. Any chance you would give me more? Oh, you'd go up to 4. Excellent. Olives are delicious and nutritious. I encourage everyone to have some. So yeah, if we look here, do we need horses? How many do we have? 4. I think I'd trade 3. I like having 1 horse unit for like quick conquests. If I offer you 3 horses, you'd offer me a luxury resource and 77 flat gold. And you're not making any gold per turn anyway, so you can't give me any. No, that sounds great. Let's do that. Sweet. All right, what else we got going on? Washington. We've got a couple of units of perfume.
Proceed.
You would give me gems. Or paper. No, I don't want paper. Do this again. Were you giving me gems and 57 flat gold? That sounds like a great idea. Let's do some of that. Cool, we're only at -4 on happiness now. You don't get XP, so I don't think it matters who I pop it with. I don't know. You pop it. Give me the gold and, yeah, the culture. We're now 4 turns away to our next social policy. That was like a turn and a half worth of culture. And why don't you park yourself here? I mean, I don't know if this is a good idea to sort of wrap around here. We did this earlier, right? Should I concentrate my forces here? I think this is really defensive. Everyone's sitting on hills, and we've got a range attacker. I think this is a great little defensive location. And if we come here, we'll probably force them to split their forces a bit, and then we can keep plunking them off with some arrows while also being in their melee killer. That's pretty good. Maple Syrup A! That's a pretty Canadian name. Thank you very much for the resub. Did you know Canada has a strategic maple syrup reserve? It's true. And a maple syrup cartel? It is true. And also one of the greatest thefts in recent Canadian history a few years ago was like someone stole like, I don't know, 10,000 liters of maple syrup. This is all true. Dun, dun, dun. You go there. You come here. There we go. A little bit of vision over what might happen. I mean, it doesn't look like he's in a hurry to settle over here. I don't know what his latest settlement was. Probably over here. So we've got that spot. Declaration of friendship. Yes, let us work together, bro. You and your Chicago over here, you're not really encroaching on my territory. I don't mind too much. Inca appreciates the fact that we're friends with America. Okay, good. Indonesia has a global monopoly on copper. And Shaka declares war on Pachacuti. Now, I don't really know where any of those places are. I really need to build a little trireme. You know what? Bellini home? Build a trireme. It's safer than the Droman. We're going to queue one up, and then we'll put a boat on auto-explore for you. Also, do we need fishing boats? No, we've got our fishing boat here. Okay. We're fine. You stay fortified. That's going to be okay. Settler. Yeah, I like this spot. And I could settle one to the south. The advantage of doing this would be I would get slightly less tundra, but I would get more overlap. So this is fine. And we get all the good resources. And we wouldn't got the iron the other way. Not that it's that critical. But boom. We're going to rename you right now to Lord Mime Home. Just because the home thing seems to be annoying people, therefore now I'm going to have to just keep doing it. Brit Machine with the resub, and Grumpy Forever with the resub. Grumpy Forever, I believe, has been recently named a dwarf in our Dwarf Fortress run. The run that keeps crashing. I think by the time we get to a Dwarf Fortress livestream again, we might just move on to the new edition anyway, which sucks because we have gone through a couple of different games of Dwarf Fortress recently. But good news! I actually found our Arctic Embark. It had gotten accidentally just moved into a different folder, not actually deleted. So theoretically we could do that again. But the new version of Dwarf Fortress is out now, and Dwarf Therapist and stuff is finally starting to be updated. So it'll be really tempting to move to the new version. Anyway, it's kind of a moot point because we're not streaming Dwarf Fortress the weekend anyway, because let them dare. What are we going to build first here? I mean, maybe just go straight into the monument for the faster border growth. It's probably never a bad thing. Yeah. I'm tempted to actually buy it to drop the construction time in half, but I think we're going to save money for, like, emergency stuff for a little while longer. Meanwhile, my workers... So, these salt tiles currently are 2 food. Okay, there's still 2 food. And then with a mine, they'd get an extra food, an extra hammer, and give us salt. So it'd be a 3 food, 1 production tile. Would be phenomenal. Yes, get those going. That'll get Lord Mime Home growing quickly and producing quite a bit faster as well. So that's good. Geyser, thanks for the sub. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-bum-bum. Next turn. Poland has a global monopoly on wine. Pocatello declares one shot. I love how this guy keeps getting involved in wars that he actually can't get involved in any way whatsoever. Construct a mine. Construct another mine. We should call this place Lord Mine Home. I must have had a quest to build a road over here at some point, I guess. I don't know. Oh, wait, no, that's my city. That's not a city-state. I'm just seeing the symbols. I'm getting confused. You're 7 turns away from that. Would it be a good time to annex this guy? I think actually the answer is yes. I'm going to go and annex him. We'll, of course, get some more unhappiness, but not that much more. And we're going to queue up a courthouse, 51 turns. That'd be the thing to, like, buy half of. How much does it cost? 340. We're ages away from that. Could do it later, but let's go ahead and do that anyway. We might, if one of our trade routes expires, we might want to go and send some production over here to get it kick-started. It is worth noting that with... No. Oh, it's with martial law that my puppeted cities will get more production and occupied cities will get more production as well, which is very handy. It helps them get those courthouses up faster. Striking against Shaka. Sorry, I can't. I'm a peaceful person. What's that about the Netherlands? Never heard of them. Continued expansion. Oh, we'll refrain from settling near you in the future. 75 turns is a long time, but I don't plan on building any more cities, buddy. If I'm going to get any more cities, it's going to be acquired with a little bit more brute force. Fortify up there. City became religious. Excellent. Very good. Oh, speaking of which... Oh, good. We're going to get a missionary in one more turn, which will be very nice. We'll probably be able to convert both of our southern cities over to... What is it? Wheelerism? No, the Cult of Kaniki. That's right. The Cult of Kaniki. Convert more people over, and that's going to be great. We actually get science every time we convert people over. I will not... Oh, it might have been nice, actually, to buy a couple of pieces of land. I don't know why you just brought it up now. That's weird. I haven't bought land near you in ages. Influence shift. Shoshone culture is now familiar to us. This is not good. It's not a huge problem. It's mostly because they've got so many world wonders over here. We are at 10 on happiness all of a sudden, though. That's a little bit annoying, but we'll bounce back pretty quick. I'm very confident. I don't see any units massing up here, which is good. Again, you know, half decent force, plus we can bring the other archer or crossbowmen up here. Not crossbow, I always say that. Composite bowmen very quickly. And yeah, maybe plunk off some stuff over here. Really, this is a good way to have vision, but it's not necessarily giving me good strength to be able to counterattack. On the other hand, it might help me predict an invasion force that's deciding to come north instead of through here. Yeah, I guess that's got some value. You want an olive. I don't suppose you'd give me more than that, would you?
Okay.
So, I'll take the 1 gold for a turn now. We'll just build up a relationship. We'll become friends later on. Once you become addicted to my olives. Pro strat. 9 stars. I am a peaceful person, though. My hand was forced. The Netherlands, they were just so belligerent. Let's let's spread our religion, and that will actually set our majority religion over here to... Whoa! The Cult of Kaniki. That was a donation to the Chocolate and Whiskey Fund from Swedish Twig. Hey, Quill, will he ever do a new whiskey and chocolate video? Well, maybe. I just did a chocolate video. Right? Someone sent me like 10 boxes of finished chocolate, and I tried every single one of them on stream with a little bit of whiskey. There we go. I'm sure at the end of the Let 'em Dare stream this weekend, usually that's the time to break out a couple of drinks and to have a little bit of chocolate and just to chill, so that's going to happen. We have a couple of world wonders. I think one of them we actually stole from the Dutch. Yeah, the Dutch built the pyramids, so we stole that, and we built the Oracle. But it's the Shoshone over here who are building so many, and soon they will be ours. Okay, we've converted Bellini home. Let's go ahead and convert over Kravik home as well. Get some extra science. Oh, you know, 2/3 of a turn worth of science, but that's something. Both cities are converted. What does our religion do? The Pantheon gives us the culture from granaries and faith from farms, which is nice. The Holy Council building, right. And we get more faith for every follower we get, right. And then the idea is to then use this to maybe get another profit to go and convert a religion. We're getting more and more unhappy here somehow. I think it might be time now to go ahead and save up for a great profit so that we can reform our religion before more of the ideas are taken. We haven't fully converted everything. Oh, and the Shoshone do have a religion. I hadn't realized that, so there's going to be a little bit of pressure there. Okay, there's more pressure for our cult here, which is good. That's very good. Our cities are probably fine unless they start sending us some great profits. Yeah, or missionaries. Well, one way or another. So I think, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll try to reform the religion, and then we'll go back to some missionary stuff after this. Okay. Next turn. Washington declares war on Shaka. Lots of wars going on. None of them involving me. And we can adopt another policy. So I'm going to take this. We're going to get martial law. Gold maintenance for units reduced by 15%. And road maintenance dropped by 50%. This is going to be a huge money saving. Really amazing. Especially like that road stuff. Because we've already built an excess road, right? We have, right over here, this road between Arsenault and Cravenholm doesn't need to exist. We have everything connected already for trade routes. But I want to build it here because it's going to be good for defensive purposes. Dark Assault, thank you very much for 1 year being a subscriber. That's awesome. So, but it was a good idea. I'm not regretting the fact that I have gone ahead and built this. And so saving the maintenance on that is going to be nice. You'll notice the Shoshone do have a couple of units walking through my territory, but that's because they're going somewhere to go and attack someone. They're not planning an attack on me right now. And again, they'd be a little bit vulnerable right now, but we're in a pretty good situation. I think powering up at this point is good. We do have enough in an army. We should be okay, but let's keep a track here. We're 5th overall out of 7. There's only 7 people, not 8. And Indonesia is in the lead, troop-wise. So that's good. So worst case scenario, we're not that many places behind here. We will want to build some units soon again, but it's not too bad right now. Anyway, so we'll save a bunch of money, and we get a production boost in puppeted and occupied cities, which is nice. Not only that, by completing authority, look at this, we went from what, -1 to +19, so that's a 20 gold swing. By completing authority, each city with a garrison generates +1 happiness and +3 culture. And we can purchase great generals and stuff, which actually, I wonder if we purchase a great general of faith while we're at war, does that count as triggering our special ability that heals all our units and gives all of our units 15 experience points? If so, that's pretty potent. Okay, Kravikholm is about to finish its courthouse. So we're already dropped some of our unhappiness. Well, our unhappiness was the same. We instead gained happiness by having our troops stationed in these cities, plus some extra culture, which is nice. And when we finish this courthouse, there'll be 1 less occupied city, which will drop our unhappiness that much more. Only by 1 point, but still. Alright, education is in place. It's got a new national wonder, the Oxford University, which is same-ish as the base version, effectively. It's also got the universities. It does have a world wonder, the University of Sankor, which also gives you a free mosque. So that's interesting. It does require piety, which you don't have, though. Unlocks a chancery building, which lets us build civil servants better, which is the sort of thing we do need to go and befriend these city-states, which might be a good thing to start going for relatively soon. I don't know. Vassalage enabled because of the era. Historic moment because we went into a new nation. Gives us a bit of a tourism boost. Not much, but it's something. Peace treaty with Casimir has ended. I don't plan on declaring war with them. I think going up to physics is good. I mean, it's going to require currency and metal casting, both of which are pretty good. Do we want to prioritize one over the other? Lumber mills are nice. I'm not going to worry about the Colosseum. Circus Maximus is... So the requirements for this is different. We just need to have a Colosseum in the city where we build it, and we have to have a total population of 30, which we either have or will be very soon. It gives you a flat +2 happiness. Angkor Wat, I'm not going to rush. Caravansary actually will be quite good on this map. The village... It doesn't give us more trade routes, though. I think I'm going to go for metal casting first. Circus Maximus will be quite nice. The ability to build lumber mills will be very, very nice as well. I think will make a big difference. So we'll do it in that order. That'll be okay. We'll unlock physics for the trebuchet. I mean, the mountain boatmen are fine too. The circus is fine too. Machu Picchu, we probably won't stress because we'll just take wonders instead of building them mostly. Bonus to Academy, no. That'll be good. And then we might go to physics for the longswordmen, or to steel for longswordmen after that. And then that'll be a really good time to attack the Shoshone. I mean, we have to. They keep building all these wonders right on our borders. They're just trying to aggro us. I got a CB. I've got a Casus Belli against them on the basis that they keep building these wonders right on my borders. So we did build this one trireme. I'm just going to hit E to put it on Auto Explore. We'll see what we'll find. Maybe there's more natural wonders to find. I don't know. In my capital now, university would be good. Getting the National Monument up and running would also be quite good. Well, there's lots of things that would be pretty good here. It doesn't even have a barracks yet, which, in addition to the XP thing, lowers the... Wow, we've got a lot of unhappiness here. Woo! Needs more majority religion followers. Interesting. It's only got 6 followers, and as a result, it's giving us unhappiness until we get more people converted over. Huh. If we build a temple, it will reduce the religious needs modifier, which is good. I mean, at some point, we should get 100% over here. Although, it'll be problematic if the Protestant religion ever comes in this area. I'm not sure here. Writers Guild will also be good. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the National Monument taken care of. I think that's going to be fine. Washington has declared war on Casimir. Hey, yo! Another creeper explosion. It's a new month, so the numbers have been reset here. What whiskey am I drinking? Oh, this is not whiskey. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if this was a glass of whiskey? It's clearly a Chardonnay. No, it's actually ginger ale. It's Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Diet. No sugar. Bum, 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 bum.